Happy Wednesday and good morning. We made it to the middle of the work week. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mackenzie Lake. We have a pretty big forecast to get into, so let's talk about it. It's a very chilly morning along the central coast. Most areas back into the 30s and 40s. Grab that extra layer here, but you can shed that layer by the middle of the day. Temperatures maxing out into the 60s for a majority of the region. A very pleasant afternoon for a nice walk by the beach, maybe even some golf. Get outside today and tomorrow. Take advantage of these calm conditions. We're tracking bigger changes heading into our weekend. So here's a look at satellite and radar. We've been talking about this bomb cyclone and the atmospheric river that's impacting the northern half of the U.S. Let's talk a little bit more about it because we're expecting still major impacts today. Here's a look at that low pressure system, and again that big funnel of moisture mainly impacting Northern California. We are expecting to see widespread impacts as far as rain and snowfall today. Definitely going to be looking at flooding concerns as well. So let's map things out here with Future Track Radar. We're going to see pulse after pulse of showers really again just funneled into the northern half of California. Can't catch a break heading into our Thursday and into our Friday. You can see how multiple systems keep spinning up and how all of that moisture is really funneled into one place. Even the Pacific Northwest seeing a lot of rainfall as well. Again, this is going to be a very impactful and potent system here, and then we're going to see bigger changes for us because of these systems heading into our weekend. So we have high pressure that's building in off the central coast here for our day today and Thursday, but heading into Friday, high pressure dissipates, completely disappears, and then we see this replaced by low pressure and this cold front passing through. So by Friday, the storm door will open for the central coast, and it remains open through the weekend and even into next week as well. I think some of our first showers will be Friday night into very early Saturday morning. Main impacts for those areas in the northern communities, so San Luis Obispo, Santa Maria. You can see as we head into our Saturday, we have so much activity off into the Pacific, and all of this activity mainly funneled into the state of California. So models are still all over the place with rainfall amounts and timing, but I do think we'll have a better agreement on a lot of these models heading into our Friday. So it's very important to keep an eye on this forecast here, keep an eye on the latest data as well, and then plan your weekend accordingly. Take a look here again. I do want to just reiterate how important and impactful this system is. Atmospheric rivers have category ratings. This is going to be either a category 4 or 5 atmospheric river, and we had hurricane force winds for those areas in Brookings, near Medford even as well, so a lot of those winds have died off, but take a look here at just how high we're expecting to see all of this moisture and the possibility for flooding concerns. But let's take a look now at our Future Track Radar so we can map out what our rainfall is looking like, and again those honed in versions, so which areas will have the bigger impacts here. So heading into our Friday, you can see those storms heading in from the north here. By Friday 7 p.m., so maybe you're heading home from work or out to dinner, expect to see our first set of moisture here up towards San Luis Obispo and Paso Robles, but we are expecting to see band after band of showers. So this is widespread precipitation here. This is going to be Friday overnight into very early Saturday morning. You can see how those showers push further and further to the south. As far as rainfall amounts, it is still looking pretty light here. I do think we'll see some heavier embedded showers in here, but you can see most of that rainfall in that green, so that's going to be some lighter rainfall heading into our Saturday and Sunday. But from Friday all the way through Monday, Tuesday, some of those model projections still showing upwards of 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches. So see, these are things to be monitoring heading into our weekend and of course for any of those outdoor plans as well. But let's take a look at our Wednesday here. So we're so pleasant, really couldn't ask for a better day on tap. Winds are really nice and light for a majority of the area. Skies stay nice and clear for the south-facing beaches. I do think we'll have a little increase in cloud coverage for a lot of our northern community because of all that activity up in the Pacific Northwest. We just have a high surf advisory that we're worried about today. That's in effect for those areas north of Point Conception. And then down in Ventura County, a light offshore push, warming temperatures up pretty nicely in Ojai and Santa Paula, and a little bit more mild by the coastline. Have a good one.